Hello everyone, welcome to class. So without wasting much of our time, since I've sent the material to the group already, so let's just start with the training itself. So this is what we want to cut out. So I'll be showing you how to go about it. This is the fiber board we'll be using, but this is our ruler and the pen we'll be using. So the length for the bag, the length is 5, while the breadth is 8. 5 by 8. So that is what we'll be cutting out now. We'll be cutting this body out. Since we are using manual machine, we have to cut the body out. And then this is the second body, which is the back and the flap. So for the flap is 6 by 8. Reason being is because, for instance, now look at this one. This was the first one I did. You can see that the flap didn't come down very well. This flap for this particular one is 5. So by the time I added the side and the body, everything together, the bag now come up. So of course the flap will now shift up. Reason why we are having like 1 inch extra length. So the other one that I did, you can see that the flap is coming down a little bit very well. So this is 6. So we're working with 6. So now let us cut out this, which is the first body. We'll be cutting out this 5 by 8. We'll be cutting it out. Have to make use of the paper to get the accurate number. If you want to get a straight line, you can see what I'm doing. It will be very easy for you to be able to trace it by the time you want to roll it out very well. So make sure you set your ruler very well. Then make sure it's straight because you don't want your back to bend. Yeah. So that's the first body. That's the first body. We'll be cutting it out. This is it. This is the first one. So now we want to get the second body with the flap. The two will be coming together like this. So the second body will still be having 5 by 8, while the flap is 6 by 8. So altogether 5 plus 6, so that's 11. We are cutting 11 by 8. Then we'll now remove the 5 from 8. To make sure that you set your ruler very well to be straight, to get a straight line. So the flap is 6. You can see the way I'm doing it. By doing it like this, it will be very easy for you to roll it out by the time you want to trace it with your ruler. So you'll be getting a straight line. Okay, cut it out. So this is what you are needing. This is what you are needing. Just these two. Just put the remaining fiber outside because we are working with just this only. Now, moving to the next thing, if you have any round objects like this, you can just place it here like this to have a cuff shape at the bottom side of the back of the body. For instance, you can see this one. Can you see this part? Same thing we did for the other body and also the flap as well. So any round objects you have, if you don't have any round objects, you can always use your hand to trace it out. So this is how it will look like. Let me see. Trace it, cuff it out. So for the second one, for the second side of the body, you just need to place it on the bag like this, on the other fiber. Trace it out. This is the flap. We'll do same thing for the flap as well. The flap, you can make it bigger than the body. You can make the cuff. Can you see it? You can make the cuff come out a little bit than the body. This is what will be needed for the bag. Now moving to the next thing now is to apply our elastic gum. These are elastic gum. We'll apply it on the body. We'll now place our material. You don't need to put too much gum on the material. I mean on the fiber rather. So once you place your, so this is the material I'll be using. Also, like I said earlier, that half yard you can get 3 bags from half yard. So I've gotten 2 already from the material. So this is the remaining one, which of course I can still get. I can even still get like 2 out of this material. You can see, so you can make your money from it. So you can see by the time you want to place it on the material, make sure that there is space all around because that is what you'll be using to fold the bag together. So now you cut it out. So this is the other one as well. You apply your frosty gum as well, then you place it on the material, leaving excess for you to use it to cover it. So by the time you place it on your material, make sure that the fiber is sticking very well on the material. You can see. Make sure that it's sticking very well so that it gives you a smooth surface like this. Trim out. Don't forget, you'll be leaving excess round for you to fold it. So this is what you'll be getting here. Now you see all these curved parts. In order for it to be easy to fold, you just need to cut it a little like this. Move to the next one, so that it will be easy for you to fold by the time you put your elastic on and you want to fold it. Can you see? Any curved parts like this is how you do it. But when you get to edge like this, you can see that this one is different from this. Once you get to this part, you can easily cut it like this, so that you can have something like this to be easy for you to fold than do like this. You can always do it like this. By the time you put your gum, then you still cut it out. Still the same thing. So can you see? Now the next thing, you apply your gum at the tip, not on the material, please. Can you see? You apply it round like this, so that you can use it to fold the excess material. You repeat same thing here as well. It's now time to fold it. You'll be making use of your hammer so that the material can stick together on the fiber. Once you fold it, you use your hammer to support it, and you keep knocking. Knock it down. Just watch what I'm doing. It will be very easy for you to. Now, once you get to this part that we cut, you have to be very careful here, because you want this curved shape to come out by the time you fold it. So once you get there, you will do it like this. You will use your hand to set it. You now use your hammer. Can you see it? You can see that the curve is already showing. It's coming out very well. If you have any excess here, cut it out. So this part is done. Now let's go to the second one. Same thing that we did here. That is what you are going to do for this one as well. You fold it all around using your hammer. Okay, so this is the second part. Can you see? You can see that our bag is already giving. Like I said, it's very easy. It's very easy. Now we want to get this part. We want to get this part. What you need to do is the body, you measure it all round. Make sure you are careful with the measurement, because you don't want to add any inch to it, because it will affect the bag. So we got 17. This is 17. Can you see? 17. So you put this one aside while we work on the body. This is our shipboard. This is what we'll be using to get the side, the bottom parts, like that. So don't forget, what we got here was 17. So we'll be cutting out the 17, then we'll be using 3.5 for the length, while the breadth is 17. So let's measure 17. By 3.5. So you can use the method I told you in order for you to get a straight line. By the time you're using a ruler to trace it out, it will be very easy for you to rule it out. Don't forget, for the round finishing, I said the length is 3.5 by 17. That total number we got from the body. So you place your ruler and you move it out. You can see that it's straight. You don't want your back to bend, so you have to make sure that you set the ruler very straight. So this is it, 3.5 by 17. We'll cut it out. So this is what you'll be getting. Meanwhile, you don't want to leave the up edge like this. So what you will do is, just watch me closely. You will slant it like this. This will help you to give the bag a lovely shape. Make sure that it will rhyme with the other side. So, can you see? You slant it like this, then you cut it out. For the other part, you don't have to use your ruler any longer. Just fold the material into two like this. Set it at the edge. Then you trace it out with your pen. See, we've gotten the other part. Then you cut out. So this is how to come out as. Mind you, if you want to make more than one bag, instead of cutting the material by using your tape rule with your ruler and everything all over again, once you've gotten the first one, like this one and this one, before you put your material at all, you can always use it like something like this. You can use it by placing it on the fiber, then you trace it out. You trace it out as many bags as you want to get before you put your material. You do that. Same thing applies to this as well. Before you put your material, you put it on your chipboard, then you cut it out. Once you are cutting same size like we are doing here. So now the next thing is to apply your epoxy gum. Put your epoxy gum like this, then you place it on the material, leaving excess all round like we did for the fiber. The essence is for us to fold it. So by the time you apply your epoxy gum, you place it on the material. You wash closely so that you get it. It's very easy. Don't forget to leave excess all around. And please, when you are cutting, some people will cut from here. If you are cutting from here, the remaining material wasted. You just need a little to fold, a little, so that you will not waste your material. Now, so this is it. Remember what I said about any edge like this. Since it is not curved, any edge you see like this, you just cut it a little so that it will be easy for you to fold. Can you see it? Then you apply your gum around the fiber chipboard. By the time you put your epoxy gum, make sure that it's already sticking on the material before you start putting the material on it. Then, same method we did for the first stage, that's what you will do here as well. You just use your hammer all round, all round. So can you see it now? Can you see the shape? Now the next thing now is to be using our boot hook or chain hook with our rivet to fix where we're placing the chain. So can you see? So you just have to move up a little bit, then you punch the middle part. There's no measurement needed for this one. Just get the middle part and you punch it. Please be careful. You have to be careful with your scissors. Once you're done punching, don't forget this is our rivet. Then you place it. Can you see? Then you put your chain hook like this. This second part of the rivet to cover it. And you make use of your hammer to knock it. So you can see that I'm done fixing both sides. So once we are done with this now, you want to apply your upholstery gum. We'll start putting our velvet. If you have lining, you can use your lining, but make sure it's a thick lining that you are using if you are not using velvet. So you apply your upholstery gum like this. So this is a velvet material. You can see this is a velvet material. So this is the one I'll be using. If you cannot afford this velvet material, you can always go for lining, but make sure it's a thick lining. So this one now it's lining, but it's very thick, very thick. So I'll be making use of velvet. So you set your velvet, then you place the material on it. So please watch this part closely. If you are placing it on the velvet, make sure that you are leaving excess at the top on both sides. You will see the reason why we are doing that later, because by the time we want to sew this side, we'll sew this side before we'll now cut it out. You can see the way I place my the side on the velvet. You don't have to be bothered about these parts leaving too much excess like that, because we are still going to trim all these parts out. The most important part is leaving excess here at the upper parts of each side. Then you cut out. Same thing here as well. You put your upholstery gum on both, then you place it on your velvet and you cut out. Make sure that you are leaving excess velvet at the top of this one as well, and also for the flap, because by the time you want to sew it out, you don't want your velvet to be moving inside of the fiber. So this is it. You can see that I've put velvet material on everything. Now the next thing is to use our magnetic lock. We'll be fixing it before we start sewing the back on the flap. This is our flap. So this is where we want to fix the stuff. You just have to place it here. Please watch closely to see what I'm doing so that you can get it right. So you put this at the back to support it so that it won't remove. So you can see. So you fix the second one as well. Make sure that it will be on a straight line. You can see the way I'm using my hand to trace it to be able to know where to place the second one as well. Can you see it? You can see that they are both on a straight line. So this is the end of the section for this particular part. The next section now is to now sew. We'll be sewing this up here, sew this up here, sewing this place, just this place. Then we'll be sewing the flap from here. So you might be wondering that I've not yet fixed the second part. It is when we are done with the bag. This is the second part of this. Can you see it? So it is when we are done with the bag, that is when we'll be able to know how to fix it on the body before we now close the bag. But that one is still later. But now we are moving to the next section, that's sewing only the up here, then from here the flap, from here this part, and then the top here and here. So that is what we'll be doing in the next video. We are moving to the sewing part now. Thank you.